Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are Group 1. Let's
take you into art.
Our instructor is Dr. Sun. I'm Cindy, and they are my group members. Mars, Annie, Joanne, Amy, Kenny, Wendy, Jeff, Sherry, Howard, and Honey. This is our agenda. Please take a look. First, I'm going to talk about the introduction of our project. The topic is Take You into Art. Under this topic, there are 3 elements. First, tech means technology. Second, EN stands for English. And third, art. There are some reasons that we chose this topic. Technology. The development of technology has become more convenient. Secondly, it is highly used in our daily life. Lastly, technology is attractive to the students. As for art, according to our survey, most of the students were interested in art. And what's more, art is close to our life, art is everywhere. Now, let's welcome the next presenter.
Now I'm going to talk about our goals and objectives. So our goal in our project is to build up students' artistic awareness and 4 skills of English through technology. And we have 4 objectives. First, students will be able to develop the awareness of modern and traditional art and architecture. Second, students will be able to advance 4 skills of English through technology. At last, students can use different augmented reality and QR code in our materials to assist learning. Now, let's welcome next presenter to talk about the theory and framework.
And now I'm going to introduce the theoretical framework of our project. Our project is based on STEAM educational approach, which stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. It aims to focus at these 2 different subjects together in a way that will relate to the business world and to each other. And the teacher should also provide authentic problem-solving activities for students to do. Besides, according to the Ministries of Education in Taiwan, students will have the course of technology in their junior high. Therefore, our group tried to combine these 2 main elements into our project. One is technology and the other one is art. Also, our product aims to focus to inspire students' collaboration, problem solving, and creativity skills. So for example, one of our lessons is electronic dance music, and students will need to figure out how to create their own EDM by using the application. So during this process, they will use their problem-solving skill, try to figure out how to do, and also create their own unique EDM. And now let's welcome the next presenter.
Now I'm going to talk about our materials and products. Why did we choose art? Before we began our project, we conducted a survey about the topics students were interested in February. The results showed that most of students were interested in art. Thus, we use art as our content, not only to meet students' needs, but also to raise students' awareness of art. In order to let students learn easily, we follow the same sequence, which are Book-Up platform, vocabulary and Brace Lab, content classroom, and activity wonderland. For the content, we have both traditional and modern architecture and art. For traditional architecture, we have Confucius Temple, Bongyi Academy. For modern architecture, we have Dadong Art Center, National Taichung Theater. For traditional art, we have the blue dye, Basi Bubu, and oil paper umbrella. For modern art, we have the electronic dance music and light and shadow. For the cover, as you can see, The front cover is traditional style and the back cover is modern style. After we finished our students' book, we decided to design a teaching book, which provides teaching activities and worksheets and answers. Also, we have the CD, which includes worksheets, teaching PowerPoint, and audio clips for teachers to use in the class. Target users. Our target users are intermediate to high intermediate students in junior high school. Now, let's welcome the next presenter.
Now I'm going to introduce the features of our product. First is AR. As we mentioned before, we introduced 4 architecture in our student book. When teachers introduce these architectures, they can use smartphone or tablet to scan the picture in a student book. The students can appreciate the building immediately. Now let's watch the video.
让众建筑，但是你却不到现场。怎么办呢？随时会没有画面，只会拿出你的手机，对将图一扫，哇，整栋建筑就呈现出来了。也可以放大缩小，让学生看一下这个建筑的细节。同时呢，你也可以转向，让学生看不同角度的这栋建筑，让你的教学更有特色、更有画面。
Second is QR code. We record one question, vocabulary, phrase, and an article for each lesson. Students can use smartphone or tablet to scan the QR code, and they can listen the recording. And both AR and the QR code can help students to achieve the effect of self-learning. The third one is problem-solving activity. We have activity wonderland in each lesson. According to different topics, we design a variety of activities. The biggest difference between our activity and other English magazine and textbook is that most of them focus on language form and meaning. However, our product focus on problem solving. For example, in lesson 2, the blue dye, students need to use tools to design the patterns and make their own blue dye. And in lesson 8, electronic dance music, students need to work with their group member to compose their own music. Now, let's welcome the next presenter.
About the originality of our project. We came up with all of the ideas included in our project. For example, the concept of using STEAM and augmented reality. And also the activities in both student book and teaching book are also produced by us. What's more, we also designed the cover page and inserts for these 2 books. As for the article, we research for several online information and we collect the background information about our topic, then revise them to fit our students' needs. Now, I would like to talk about how our product different from others in the market. One of the most important features of our products is that how we customize our products to fit our students' needs and level. For example, in the summer camp, Fusan Junior High School students expected to learn how to introduce Taiwanese culture to foreigners. According to these needs, we decided to teach them how to introduce Taiwanese culture then. So we apply technology into our teaching. Now let's welcome next presenter.
In the course of our project, our students are in the intermediate English level. We distributed 60 questionnaires to 7th and 8th grade bilingual class students to find out their learning interests and learning needs. During the summer in 2018, 22 of them participated in the English camp to enhance their English ability to introduce Taiwanese culture to foreigners. Now I'm going to discuss the results of the survey. As the results show, the top 3 technology that students interest in are video editing, augmented reality, and film shooting. Therefore, we let students learn to make their own video in the course, and we applied augmented reality in the picture of our textbook. As the result of arts, the top 3 popular types are visual art, music, and photography. Therefore, we put a lesson light and shadow electronic dance music in our course. Moreover, 23 people choose the latter, and some of them write down architecture as their interest of arts. Therefore, we put modern and traditional architecture in our textbook. Based on the results of the survey, we decided to put on our teaching approach. And now let's welcome next presenter.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about the teaching demonstrations, and I'm going to talk about the theories that we use in teaching. And the first I want to talk about is STEAM. STEAM is the abbreviation of science, technology, engineering, art, and math. It is a new teaching direction for all of the teachers in the world. The main idea of it is to let students have the ability to solve problems, DIY, and learn interdisciplinary knowledges. We use these two of these aspects, which is technology and art, in our course. It involves letting students to complete a project while teacher assists beside them. Take technology as example. We use English to teach them shoot and edit videos. They need to cooperate with others to come up with the intro. Also, AR is used in our course to let students fully understand how the buildings look like. For art, we mainly focus on blue dye because it allows students to DIY by themselves. Also, most of our classes is related to art. For activity, moreover, our activity wonderland can train students problem solving and let students have the ability to communicate and come up with the solutions with others. And the next one is collaborative learning. We also adopt collaborative learning in our course because students will need to complete a task or a product with others, and the learning occurs among peers. As we have mentioned above, students will need to complete a lot of things and projects in our class, so they need to have the ability to communicate and negotiate with others to come up with the solutions to finish their project. The reason we use this teaching approach is because in this teamwork generation, it is important to communicate with others to join the future society. Let's welcome the next presenter.
We have realized that using technology in classroom become trends nowadays. So we use some interesting teaching materials and innovate products, such as AR and filmmaking. So the student can use tablet and scanning certain picture to see the details of the architecture. During the class, the student not only can enhance their language ability, but also can learn how to make a film. By the end of the class, the student will be able to introduce the Taiwanese culture and customs, such as architecture and art. And make a short video. Now let's watch a short video about architecture, how technology used in our class. Let's welcome next presenter.
Most of our teaching demonstration took place in Busan Junior High School. However, in order to make students be familiar with our course content, we planned a field trip for them. We visited 3 places in Kaohsiung City. They are Zhazhong Art Center, Fengyi Academy, and Confucius Temple. Those places introduced are related to our course topic. Speaking of our teaching time, there are 5 days in total and 8 hours per day from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. 80 minutes for each lesson, and 4 major lessons included during this summer camp, which is our teaching demonstration. Not only teach the students in the classroom, but also we prepare an outside activity for them to practice. For example, the laboratory of doing design and the playground, field trip, etc. Now, we prepared a short video for you. Let's get to watch a video of our teaching demonstration. Let's welcome next presenter.
Next, I'm going to show you the video about the Busan Junior High School who we taught in summer to give us some feedback.
I like this camp because the technique is different from the last camp and it's more fun. And yes, I want to say thank you to my CA and my team. They help me to know what the technique means and get more practice.
In this camp, I learned a lot of new things for like the EDM thing, the blue dye, and a lot of new things. Thanks for the teammates and my CA. They told me how I need to work with people.
As you can see in the video, students think our topic is really interesting. And in the questionnaire, most of the students think the EDM in the modern art and the blue dye in traditional are the most interesting lesson for them, because these two lessons they can do it by themselves to make them more impression of this topic. And also, students given some improvement. Most of the students think we can create the app or the learning website. Instead of the learning website, we have the QR code on the textbook, and students can scan the QR code by themselves to self-learning. And also, we have made some changes. We have added listening comprehension, vocabulary, and phrase practice in the textbook for them to check by themselves. Next, welcome next presenter.
Now, I would like to talk about the conclusion and suggestion. In our material, there are two products in total. We provide teaching books so as to let the teacher know how to use our student book more effective and efficiently. Then, I would like to talk about the features of our materials. The first one is theme. In order to fit the spirit of theme, we aim to cultivate students' English and art awareness and ability with the assistance of technology. Then, I would like to talk about the combination sequence. In order to let the student easily follow up teacher's pace without getting bored, all the lessons follow the same sequence with different kind of activity. Then, I would like to talk about the aims of our material. The first one is, in order to fit the spirit of STEAM, we aim to cultivate students' English, art, and technology awareness or ability at the same time. Second, in order to fit the spirit of 12-year compulsory education, we aim to cultivate students' problem-solving ability at the same time. Last but not least, we hope the user will know how to introduce our hometown with foreigner in the future. So most of the topics are talking about Taiwan. Now let's welcome the next presenter.
Next, I'm going to talk about perspective and suggestions. If we have more time, we would like to add the following to our product. First, we hope that we can set up a learning website for students to preview or review at home. Second, we would like to expand the content of architecture and provide a series of AR to assist learning. Third, drawing classes are also ideal teaching for us. We trust that can help students to admire the architecture deeper. Those three above are what we want to improve in the future for our products. And these are the reference. Please take a look. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you. All suggestions and comments are welcome.